intención de que te ayude, ¿no? Cosas me pone mal.
Sí.
Es estar confrontando violencia, ¿no? Y es lo que no quiero ya.
So, you might just start.
Yeah.
So, welcome. Thank you very much for being here. We were going to have this surprise, but since nobody's here, I wanted for more people to enjoy it because Ferry was the one who proposed it. So maybe it's also appropriate to be for her to be here. So for that, right? So maybe Tuesday, so we can do a lot other things today, right? Also, well, before you go, I would like you to organize one practice. If you can. Yeah, cut. Maybe Thursday we can plan it out. Well, just tell me when and we can talk about it. And
You want me to do it for Thursday?
yeah, if you want.
Yes.
Because I wanted to do metrics. Well, we took started stretching. Follow me. I wanted to do some more metrics. There's this testing that I want us to do before you go, before you leave. It's called beep test and another couple of them. I wanted to do them on Tuesday, right? But I don't know if we're gonna make it, and maybe next week. We'll see.
Right. They're all busy weeks.
Yeah, we're leaving on
Monday. Wait. 4. Yes.
Monday.
At 4 in the afternoon.
Switch. We'll be out. We'll be. At that time, we'll be in the mission class. So, yeah, there's that. So yeah. Do you wanna propose a topic for today? Talk. Small group. Collective knowledge within the 5 of us. Switch. How about anger?
That's a good one.
Anger. What is anger? Where does it come from? What do you think?
It comes from the uncertainty.
What else?
Past experiences. Maybe past traumas that get visited again.
Past traumas. And you said how you said uncertainty. Right?
For me, it's easier to feel anger instead of sadness.
Okay.
I think sometimes if people are afraid, they go to anger.
Right. That's interesting, right? So many times anger mixes with fear. And we don't know it, right? Many times we have no idea that we're not really angry, we're sad, or we have fear. Angry.
Te enfrías en la furia, ¿no?
Sí, enojo, furia y
Se da con miedo.
fear.
Fear, lose, balance. Casi siempre, no siempre, pero solo voy a sentir furia por no poder hacer las cosas.
It's common to feel anger for not being able to do stuff, to do things, right? So it sounds also like frustration. ¿Eh? Frustración también.
Sí. Pero soy más consciente de que es eso es normal.
Okay.
¿Qué pasa? Sentir algo bien con tu eso.
It's not normal to feel.
Sí, ya soy más compasivo.
Okay.
No lo detengo. Trato.
What do you think? Switch.
That is yeah, it's a normal emotion, but we need to have this management of anger because it's a normal feeling, but you don't need to explode. You can be angry and use some techniques to get down your anger or to manage your anger, to don't make some hurtful thing to
Come back into the work, like, well, where does it come from?
I think
Push with your elbows down
sometime
as much as you can.
because we don't accept things that they are just passing, like yeah, las cosas son como son.
Switch.
Como they are.
Are stay down.
Yeah. And
Try and reach a little bit to your toes.
see, we need to accept just things.
So many times we're hungry where things are not going the way we want,
Maybe.
the way we expect.
Yeah.
But then what happened? Which kind of anger is it? Is it it's all the same?
Yeah.
Which kind of anger is there? Open up a little bit. Stress. What else? Is it I don't know if you feel the same kind of anger with all people and all situations. Do you? Then what happens? Why is it different?
I think sometimes you can feel a different kind of anger with people that you know very well, and they know like your specific triggers, like your family.
Okay, so that word, triggers. I love that. And I hate it. I love that word and I hate it because triggers are weird.
Yeah.
Weird. Why do we have triggers to anger specifically, right? Let's go to one side. Why do we have triggers?
I think past trauma.
Right. What else? How does a trigger is built? Put it there.
Why is it there?
Why? I'm triggered because of my triggers. Why is it there? Switch. How is it built? What about trauma? Which kind of trauma? Because we're all traumatized. We live through trauma often, right? Because many things and many triggers that we have, we don't know it. Go to the front.
Right.
We don't know triggers. let's get in Paris or yeah, look at this. Put your
Big
feet
star.
together. Put your feet together. And reach to the person next to you.
We're doing it, you guys.
There you go.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
There you go.
I'm not, but I'll high five.
Which triggers And why?
For me, this is very specific, but when I see the same things happening to my nieces and nephews that happened to me when I was little that I knew were scary or painful, that makes me mad. It's a trigger.
Okay, so when you see stuff happening to your relatives that happened to you, what else triggers? That's empathy, right? What else? What else triggers?
My dad was the angriest person I had been around, I think. Maybe another captain, but I know stress would probably anger my dad.
Stress.
Like a cow dying or something.
Like what?
Like, for instance, one time a cow died and my dad was on vacation and he really put that responsibility on my brother. Like, why did you go to school when the cow was dying? Type of thing. But I'm sure my dad had a lot of stress as a farmer, small business owner,
Right.
never knowing
Stay there and
what kind of income or bills to expect each month. So like the uncertainty definitely.
And some of that might be learned behavior
I
as
think
well.
so.
What you're raised with and how you see people coping with anger is how you cope.
It's weird. We learn how to deal with anger unconsciously when we're a child. Right? We learn how to deal with uncomfortability when we were child. And right now as adults, we have no clue many times that we just learned that from 30 years ago, and it's not the best way to react. Right? Which kind of reactions are there in anger? Huh?
Physical
Physical.
reactions, emotional.
What else?
Yeah, physical.
How do you react, or how do people react with anger? Like this.
Yeah, I think you
People
can
first,
like feel it in your body with the heart rate,
right?
your blood pressure goes up, your breathing.
Symptoms.
Yeah.
We have physical symptoms. Breathing, heart rate. What else? Temperature. Right? Body temperature. I don't know if you've seen somebody who's really angry and you've seen their pupils, they expand. Or they extremely focused, extremely like this. When you are really focused on something, the pupils go like closer.
Like a nightmare.
Switch. But why do we have physical symptoms with anger? Why? Why does a body react like that? What do you think?
I think if it goes along with fear, it can be like the flight or fight mode. Like you're not sure if you're gonna survive, so you need to fight.
Yeah. So in a fight or flight mode. Hola. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Bien, ¿qué tal? Es que no encontraba el acceso porque subí por la escalera. Estuve que bajar y
ya.
luego de lo otro.
Bienvenido.
Gracias.
Estamos hablando del enojo.
Ok.
Ven. Si quieres, quítate, deja tus cosas acá. De este lado. O, ajá. Ahí. Quítate los zapatos y vente. ¿Qué tal está tu inglés?
Bien, perfecto. Perdón, el baño es abajo.
Aquí. So we have this. We have this tendency of fight. I like it to fight, play dead, or run.
Yeah.
We have like kind of these three ways, you know. as an gradient. Is that in English? Gradient? From black to white and all the grays and colors, right? So it's kind of like that. You have this huge possibility of reaction, but we just pick 1 or 2 or 3 at least, right? And most times it's the same one. Either fight, either flight, or play.
Mine's fight.
Yours fight. Which one is yours?
Freeze.
Freeze. Which one is yours?
Cry.
Which one is yours?
¿Qué siento?
¿Ah?
¿Qué siento?
¿Cuál es tu reacción ante el miedo? Ante el enojo. Si peleas, huyes o te haces el muerto.
When I was a child, I frozen.
You froze.
I froze.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
When I have 20s,
Uh-huh.
20,
Right.
I fight.
Yeah.
We fight.
Your fists.
Yeah. Fight. I am just you. Oh. Now, switch. I don't care. I don't care. Hay una frase que me gusta que ya no después ya no me interesa tener la razón, quiero tener paz.
I don't want to be right, I want to have peace. I also, like him, most times I fight, many times, well, I react pushing away, myself and others, and silence. Also, it's one of my most common ways. Switch. Este si quieres hablar con nosotros. Estamos hablando del enojo. ¿Qué es el enojo? Toma una línea de 90 grados. Más para adelante. Eso. ¿Qué es el enojo? Ahí quédate ahí más. ¿De dónde viene? ¿Por qué existe? ¿Cómo manejamos? Das, si quieres en inglés, en español y te traduzco. Para ti, ¿qué es el enojo?
Anger is frustration mainly, and the
Switch.
reaction to a wall that all of a sudden is in front of you, and you cannot crack it, and you try to crack it by yelling or by pushing it, but you cannot tear down walls like pushing it.
Okay.
That's what anger is for me.
Okay. How do you tend to react? Which are your
I yell. I increase my already high tone of voice. And I yell a lot.
So, as we can see, we have this switch. We have patterns of reaction, right? That are triggered through fear, right? Through uncertainty, expectations, right? Ideas of what we think that things should be going, things that we think that the other person, usually we get mad at people, right? That the other person should or should not be doing because it hurts you see? So it's weird that when the dynamics of anger involves otherwise, right? Because then we put our expectations on the other one, right? Is that true? Is that true? Does that sound reasonable? What else? What other reason do we get angry with people? Switch. What do you think? Why do we get angry at people?
sometimes it makes sense that we get angry because the other person didn't do what you agreed with. It's not always, you know, unexplainable, right?
Right. Is it always an agreement? Spoken out agreement?
Not necessarily, no.
Right. That's a conflict, right? Because many times it's non-spoken agreement on which we get mad at somebody else or at ourselves, because we do get mad or angry at ourselves, right? That also sucks. So, what to do with that? Switch. Triangle toes, yeah, like that. Your toes must be touching them. Okay, push back. Try and stay there for a
¿Por qué
bit.
tienes un short de los shoes? ¿Por qué tienes un short de los shoes?
Let's go backward. So many times it's also fear of the other one, right? What to, and then here right now, can we name? Let's switch. Let name between us some other ways to react to anger. Which ones are quote unquote healthier?
Communication.
Right. What else? What else?
I think letting it out of your body by if you're like, some people hit a pillow or a punching bag or go for a run or something like that.
Kind of strategies. Actions to get, because it's a bodily function, right? Also. Stay there.
Or like taking time out to breathe before communicating.
Breathing. Okay, but those strategies are for moments that you're already in, right? Is there a possibility to be a little bit after we get angry?
To what?
To have strategies before we feel angry. You see? Before we feel angry. Before we perceive that we're feeling angry. You see?
Like you're going into a situation where you know you might be angry.
Yeah?
I think a strategy is to think about
Switch.
what you want to say in a kind way. Maybe meditate.
What I try to do sometimes is to actually visualizing myself getting angry because it happens to me so often. So it's like, it's gonna happen sooner or later. So I try to visualize myself coping with the situation.
Switch to the front or to the right. Okay, there's a great strategy as well. Mentalizing. No, it's called in other words, mentalizing yourself when you get angry, right? Because if we can switch, if we can plan our anger, that would be fantastic. What will make me angry? And what will not? You see? How many things gets you angry in daily life? Or at least a little bit, you know? A lot. For many people it's a lot. For many people it's a lot of little stuff that we don't like, so
Motorcycles get too close to me on the bike path.
Yeah.
I'm like, excuse me.
yeah. Like that. Just like little angers, right? Micro anger, you know, anger. How many times a day do you have that? Oh, he did this, she did that, the president, the fucking was me, it was wrong, whatever. How many times a day we put ourselves in a situation of committing anger, you know, of feeling anger. Either it's like this, oh, this lady didn't give me whatever, or this man didn't do this. Put your head to it. How many times a day we complain? Do you think complaining has to do something with anger? No. Complaining about something, because complaining also comes with some sort of uncomfortability, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So and many times when we are angry, instead of communicating, what do? We shout, we complain, we take a decision. If you can, give a little massage to yourself here in the back of your skull, in your neck, just like feel it all from the down from your neck to your skull, slowly. Feel that part of your body. Slowly. Nurture yourself. Little.
You complain for sympathy too, to try to get other people to see the way you're feeling.
Can you repeat?
People complain for sympathy
Okay.
or for building community as an affirmation that you're feeling, that you actually are feeling what you're feeling. But
Switch. So is there some kind of anger in complaining? Or fear in complaining? Switch.
it's like more anger than fear.
When we are angry, what happens in our mind? Blaming? Start blaming people, right? Start throwing stuff to the other ones. But as you said before, it's our own trauma. It's our own trauma that's triggering, and we go and puke it to the other ones. It's not nice. Switch. Again, back down. So, with anger comes blaming. With blaming, we have guilt in the equation, right? We're guilting somebody else about what we are feeling. I'm feeling bad, so I'm blaming you because I'm feeling bad because you didn't do what I expected for you to do because I wanted you to do that. Oh, and I didn't tell you about it, so you have to figure it out for yourself. Fuck.
On top of it.
Right? Yeah. So we're all psychics. Switch. Try and put your hands together with your fingers that pushing. And now you breathe. Now, if you have some kind of anger inside of you right now, if we have some kind of anger, try and push it away through our brain.
Padre de familia.
Massage a little bit your neck. Our neck gathers a lot of our anger, a lot of our stress and anger. Because we do not communicate properly and words stuck in our throat. Get stuck here. When we don't say what we want to say the way we want to say it, we start blaming it, guilty. Our jaw starts lot of tension. That's what tension is. Now that you're massaging, just close your eyes a little bit. And out loud, we will say our name and say, Oscar, I love you. You will say your name out.
We're all gonna
Oscar,
say
I love you.
Oscar.
I love you all as well.
Oscar just needs this right
Yeah,
now.
I know. I need you to tell me I love you. Oscar, I love you.
Kevin, I love you. Gabriel, I love you.
Massage a little bit. Oscar, tell me.
Kevin, I love you. That's good.
Now, I cherish you. Cherish. Cherish. Oscar.
Kevin, I cherish you. Gabriel.
Oscar, te respeto. I respect you.
Bien. Te respeto.
Kevin, I respect you.
Oscar, te valoro. I value you.
Oye, te valoro.
Repeat it. We repeat really fucking strong words to ourselves many times when we are angry to ourselves. But we do not do that as much when we love ourselves. When we feel guilt, when we feel anger, we start saying, you're an asshole, you this and that. But how many times a day you say, I love you,
Seriously.
right? So that's a cognitive change to be having and to be pursuing all day long, constantly. And any given moment in your day, just say, Oscar, damn. Is that so wrong? Is that so bad? And then we won't need for anybody else to tell us that they love us. You see, first, the love is within, and then look for it outside. Stretch your back a little bit. Put your ass in your ankles and stretch the back as much as you can. Traten de que las nalgas estén pegadas o casi pegadas a los tobillos. Now to front. And release the tension of your shoulders. Release the tension of your shoulders. Let gravity, feel the gravity, and feel how it pulls you down. Many times I feel like traumas are like black holes. Have you seen a black hole?
No.
That's great, because nobody does.
I've been through a bunch.
Yeah. We have been. We have black holes in our minds. That's what I believe. in our brains there are disconnections, and within there's thought. How do you think? So many times trauma are like black holes because they have a lot of gravity. Have you heard that black holes are the most gravitational, things? I don't know if it's asleep. Now, put your fingers all the way like this. Open as much as you can. I want you to be extremely conscious about your hands' pressure to the ground, right? Feel and try to feel how with your movement, your hand has different points of pressure. Expand your fingers as much as you can, further away from each other. Do you feel? Be extremely conscious with slow movement. How is it? How your hands can handle pressure in many points, different points. And we're stretching the palms of our hands at the same time. I don't know if it happens, I feel my small finger really stretching here, right? I feel this part also really stretching. I don't know how it's called.
Your thumbs.
Yeah, the muscle, one of
The tendon.
the tendons, right? One of the goals of this exercises is to be extremely conscious about our muscles, about how our muscle system is built. Of course, as humans, we have all kind of like the same muscles and bones, right? But they are not connected exactly, right? Okay. So now, you go like this and push the back further, as if they were pulling from like that, yeah, así. Como gato, our cat position. I'm gonna start naming them and create my own yoga. Cat position.
It is.
It is cat position?
Cat and cow.
Really?
It's real position.
Oh. Cool. And also make your core, engage the core as well, and push as if someone were pulling from your back. And now down. And let you, is that cow?
Cow.
I want you to keep your concentration as well on your hands, alright? On the pressure that you're making to the ground. And then pull again. And back down. And back up. And down. If you want to move your shoulders like this, and we're making a little bit of spine movement. You told me that you did a lot of squats and lunges and stuff.
Yesterday? Some. It was a total body workout.
Yeah. Perfect. Come back down. How do you feel? Good?
10 out of 10.
Well, let's start doing stuff. Right? Do you want to go up or we will stay there?
Say that get down here, yeah.
A ver cómo está bien.
Ok, sí. Sí, pues está bien ventilado.
Sí. Y acá está bien igual.
Ok.
One second. If you want to take a little bit of water.
Sí, está casi sí, al lado de,
¿De dónde
del hotel
vivías?
donde vivía, está aquí,
Sí.
aquí.
Bueno,
Está increíble.
sí. ¿Tuviste camino, no?
Una parte y luego vi que llegaría tarde y tomé un taxi. Que terminé llegando tarde otra vez, pero por el tema de la escalera. Le dije, si ya vengo a hacer ejercicio, pues subo por la escalera. Me dijo, está chabanado que por la escalera es un piso más, pero la puerta está cerrada si subes por la escalera. ¿Sí viste? La toqué y así, no me abrían. Entonces dije, pues seguramente si tomó el elevador ya está del otro lado. Entonces bajé y tomé el elevador y ya llegué. Te marqué, pero pues me imaginé que ya se empezaron y ya no ibas a tocar.
Está raro mi celular, no está grabando una señal tan rápido.
Con razón, porque si te hablé antes de la clase para avisarte que, aunque ya te había dicho para confirmar, y tampoco antes, te hablé como 10 minutos, me hizo muy raro.
Muy raro.
Oye, te traje las cosas, recuérdame, y 2 libros. No, nada.
So let's come here. Come over here. So as you already did tough exercise, do you want to keep on doing it, or we can work more in core, strength, balance?
Yeah, core strength and balance sounds good.
Because you already did a keep.
But I don't care if it's strength too, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Whatever you wanna do,
Yeah.
I'm not very sore.
I'm not sore, I'm
Okay.
good for anything. Need some bicep curls.
Biceps. So bueno, vamos a trabajar con tu rodilla, ¿vale? A trabajar conscientemente para que recuperes poco a poco la posición. We're gonna, John here has a knee problem, so we're gonna try and help you out to do some rehab with with knee.
Yeah.
So let's do a little knee exercises, right? To straighten up. When we do rehab of a limb or whatever, we cannot put a lot of stress in the
Injured
joint.
areas.
We have to work the surrounding systems to get strength, and then we get to the joints. That's one way. So we're gonna just start doing the squats. You know these ones. Lunges. Vamos a hacer las. And really slow here. This one's gonna be like slowest as you can make it, right? Slowest. This is here, like this, and then go up. This is just for when we do it fast. We use explosive energy, and we use the more outside muscles. So right now we're gonna walk like this, and start seeing our knee, you know, all the process, right? And then go up, right? So we're trying to do it slower. And watch out, cuidado, of your knee, not going a lot like further away from this, because this creates a physical pull. Un poquito más, no, ahí ya no tanto. Estira más el pie. O sea, así, y lo que baja es esto, mira. No es esto, no es hacia adelante, hacia abajo. La rodilla, ajá. Eso, aquí. Esto es lo que baja. Más aquí, eso. ¿Viste? Okay, ready?
Ready.
Go. Sí, eso, despacio, despacio, despacio. Arriba, arriba, eso. Slow, ahí va. Hacia acá.
Nada, ok.
Sí, caminando. Slow, slow, slow.
Slow as you grow.
Está muy adelante, ¿no?
Exacto. Aquí baja.
Tiene que ser el ángulo perfecto.
Tiene que ser 90 grados. No, 90-degree angle in the front of you, the front knee. 90-degree angle. Eso. Eso, 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 eso. Perfecto, perfecto. Ahí está.
Is eso slow?
Eso is
Like that.
like that, like that.
Oh.
Yeah. Eso. Or, well, eso is also like eso. That thing.
That.
Or eso. Bien hecho. Good dog.
Or eat. clown,
the
do you?
clown, you know,
From the movie character?
Oh, it's called Essa?
it's
Eso,
called- it's-
Literally.
it's like
Any voice?
90-degree angle, 90-degree angle, keep in mind, 90-degree angle.
Está bien, ¿no?
See, slow control movement, slow and control movement. Perfecto, sí, sí, eso. ¿Se siente bien? Sí. Control movement. One more to the back.
That's good.
It feels tight, right? Right?
Still bien.
Right.
Breathe out.
I wonder if we'll see Anna before we leave.
Yeah, she's texted me. I haven't responded.
Se pueden de un solo movimiento bajar y subir y dar el paso. Equilibrio. Y el paso. Balance.
My legs are burning.
Yep. We don't need like just like that. Slow control. Yes.
You can see the movement in Kevin's knees. All the
I've always
different
had great
muscles.
knees.
Yep. Everything's working.
Do you mind if I take pictures?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Yes. Ah, fotógrafo.
Está bien.
Let's do one more, right? Let's burn our legs a little. Alright?
I
Feeling
agree
it?
with one there, but I do not agree to the one back.
Yeah. Ready? And let's try and do what Kevin says. Breathe in, breathe out. Well, control our breathing. This is an exercise for anger management. Right? Because now we're feeling the burn in our body. Now we're feeling the temperature rising. We're not doing a lot. But do you feel your temperature rising? Do you feel your heart beating?
Absolutely.
You have, right? This is an anger management exercise. Ready? Ready.
One question.
Yeah.
When I have a meditation, I hear to when you your stomach expand. When we do this exercise, it's the same.
Yeah, try and make we have a lot of kinds of breathing. We have the breathing of our nose, the breathing with our mouth, the breathing with our throat. Breathe through your throat. See? The breathe through your diaphragm and the breathe through our stomach. You see? And then it's another one to massage your back. If you breathe, you can massage yourself from the inside of your back.
Really?
Yeah. We're gonna try it. So right now, try and work with all those ways of breathing. When we're angry, we breathe here or we breathe here, right? And here. And even panic attacks, anger attacks is like that. Here. Meditation. And you do this. Expand and to the back. See? Right? Try and figure out new ways of breathing. Ready?
This would be good physical education for kids.
Yeah, parents that do that with their kids.
Control. Balance. One. Concentration. Slow. Anger burns. Walk a little bit. If you can do like this. Release the tension of the knee, of the ankles. Allow it to move a little bit. And we're gonna get in pairs, right? So we're gonna do squats, joint squats. We put our toes to the front, see? And we together, we go down in a 90 degree, right? Like this, together. And stay there, and go up, right? We don't need to pull, we don't need to do anything, right? Just like this. We mirror and we guide and accompany, here. Stay for a couple of seconds. And up. There you go. See? And you can, well, you do it together. ¿Estás bien o
Sí.
lo hacemos entre los tres? O?
Como quieras, me lo puedo imaginar al frente.
¿Sí?
Mi amigo imaginario.
Porque podemos hacerlo entre los tres agarrados.
Lo que tú consideres más eficiente. Aquí.
Si te sientes cómodo,
Ok.
a ver, espera. Sí.
Ah, no te. Ok.
Sí.
Not the truth. Sorry, guys.
No, no, no.
Yeah,
No hay
you-
problema, Elena. En serio. No hay problema.
That's-
¿Quieren? ¿Do you want?
No.
Ok. Entonces, bueno, empecemos. So you can start. Agarrámonos así. Así.
I feel like I'm gonna fall.
Tírate más.
Are we too close together?
Y vamos bien.
Because look how bended my arms are.
Los dedos viendo hacia adelante.
Ajá.
¿Sí? El movimiento de rodilla igual. No puede pasar la rodilla enfrente de los
90.
90 grados. Por eso nos estamos agarrando.
Va.
Aquí lleguemos a 90 grados.
Va. Está bien la apertura de mis
Está
huesos
bien.
a nivel hombros.
Está a nivel hombros, está
Ah,
bien.
ok.
Está bien. Un poco más cerrado los tuyos. Eso. ¿Listo?
Sí.
Está bien. Vámonos ahí. Sí, ábrelos un poquito más. Eso. Abajo.
You look. I don't know that song.
Respiramos. Vamos.
Just took a little squat break down there.
How many have you done so far? You're counting?
About 6.
Alright. Let's try and get between 10 and 15.
Uf.
¿Cuántos llevamos?
Sí, como 7, ¿no? 9, no sé, no sé. La nueva, la novena, digamos.
Breathing management for anger management. ¿Cuántas? ¿Cuántas podemos?
Sí, digamos que a 15, ¿no?
¿15?
O al menos 14, no sé.
You guys did 15?
Camina.
So sweaty.
Está muy bien, pero dura.
Está muy bonito, ¿no?
Sí.
Ahorita te enseño la voz.
You got every scars together. My clean canvas. Really marked down.
It's like our first tattoo together.
Plus my tattoos.
Ready?
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Let's try and get it as a group.
Oh, okay.
I can put hand sanitizer on and she'll feel better.
Yes, thanks. It's getting
Tight.
Alright. We have this grab. How's it called? I don't know what's the name of this grab.
Wrist grab.
Like that, right? Like that. Alright, perfect. toes to the front. Good extension. So we go together. When we go down, we exhale, and we go up, we inhale. Right? Let's try and do it together, slow. 10 to 15, are you alright?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We'll see. Alright? Ready? Slowly. Concentrate on yourself. Bring this together. I want you to keep in mind your feet, how is it, like, how does it distribute your weight? You know what I mean?
In your heels.
In your heels, in your metatarsal, in your sides, you know. When
Yeah.
we're going down, the weight goes to our heels, but we want to try and put the weight to the whole foot, you know? Complete, because if not, we just are doing the work with the ankle. So we
Distribute the weight.
want to try to distribute the weight in your feet.
Happy or counting?
Sí, gracias. Ahora tu dedo, tu pie izquierdo hacia adelante los dedos. How do you feel? Huh? 90 degree. How do you feel?
Good.
You okay?
Mm-hmm.
We can do it. We can do it. Degree. Can do it. Exhale. Again, don't break our limits. Break our limits.
Yeah.
Break. Give the extra. Give an extra because you can. Because we can. Because we're in this together. 2. We're in this together. We can. 3. We can make it. Just a few more. Uncertainty, it's fun sometimes. Because we don't know where things are gonna end. So we gotta fucking hold on. Right? We gotta hold on to other ones. We gotta hold on to ourselves. We gotta hold on to our mind. We gotta hold on to our breathing. We gotta hold on to ourselves. Because we are the ones that are going through anger.
21.
This is anger management. This is anger management.
We're all mad at you.
Thank you. Thank you for communicating it without violence. This is communication without violence. I hate you, but I'm fine. Yeah, I know. And for that, I'm gonna punch you. One more, Anna. One more. There you go.
Good job, guys.
Bien, bien, bien. Sí, sí, mucho trabajo. Aquí tengo que hacer mucho trabajo. Sí, Marvin.
Well, you're alright.
Sí, es bueno.
Just get out of your head. What's everybody's plan this weekend?
Try and walk again. No, I'm not playing. How do you feel?
Good.
What time is it?
Like riding our bikes home is gonna be hard.
Yeah. Do you know what time is it?
Oh yeah, it's
Game
9:15.
All the dogs in the house.
Okay.
Ooh, that was a good one.
Did it crack?
Awesome crack.
Yeah. I have so many pains right now.
Oh, really?
Not now, but lately. Stress that's one of my somatization. It's called in psychology. You somatize. When you're angry or mad or stressed, you somatize through the body.
Mm-hmm.
And I somatize in my back
Mm-hmm.
and all my back and my foot.
Wow.
So it gets swollen. My back gets completely contracted.
Yeah.
2 days ago, on Tuesday, I think, couldn't sleep till 3 in the morning. I was 2 hours stretching. 2 hours.
Wow.
Like a lot.
Did Oscar come? I mean, sorry, not Oscar.
There you go.
You're Oscar. Alfredo?
Yeah, I've done it. But right now, well, it was 1 in the morning.
Great.
So, yeah, we'll ask him. Maybe so.
If there's anything we can help you with to relieve the
Okay,
stress,
well
let
done.
us know.
Thank you.
Sí, totalmente.
Thank you. This is my mom's situation.
Yeah.
Well, this helps so much. Captain, my captain.
Esto para que es otra sentadilla, ¿no?
Sí,
Pero te
es-
apoyas un poco en la espalda.
Te apoyas igual 90 grados y esto pues fortaleces todo esto, es todo. Así, es un poco más lejitos. Ahí, sí. Eso, ahí. Y ahí te quedas. 30 segundos, 1 minuto.
Your back's
Ya.
open. Now you are.
Do you want to put us an exercise, Jules?
Like an ab one? Sure.
Vente ya. Oh. Chelsea. The last one is, and then we stretch.
Okay, we'll do 20 of what I was just doing.
Perfect.
We'll see if I make it through another 20. One.
We stretch. Alright.
Yeah. Lean back.
Así, con
Yeah.
los pies un poquito estirados. Así.
Yeah. And crunch up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7.
Ya vete para abajo con la espalda, para abajo también. Eso.
10. 11.
Eso.
12. We can do
Come on.
13.
You can do it. 14. 5 more.
15. If it's too hard, you can do this.
16.
It helps.
17. 18. 19. 20.
20. Good
Ah.
job, Dennis.
Great.
Thank you, Chelsea.
And then,
Yeah?
flutter kicks.
Right?
Or we have it in us?
Yeah. You guide us.
Okay. So just keep your head a little bit up.
Uh-huh.
And then we'll do these 20. 1, 2, kind of slow. 3,
4, more.
Johnny.
One.
That's anger.
That's what?
That's anger.
How you doing, John?
Fine. I think so.
Gracias.
Let's reach out, right? I want us to, we didn't in the earlier, when I wanted to introduce a little bit to Gabriel. I'm Gabriel as well to the group. He's just gonna be here this time because he goes off to Canada on Monday.
Oh, cool. But hopefully when I'm back, I'll rejoin.
Where are you going from Canada?
Let's stretch.
I'm going to the Sugar Shack season in Quebec. Oh, cool. To the maple syrup.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I've never been there and my friends invited me. Oh, cool.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Montreal area?
Yeah,
Okay.
up north to
Yeah.
Quebec City.
Okay, amazing.
Surrounding, yeah.
It's a very European
Yeah.
area here.
Yeah, it's my first time in Canada.
Okay.
But you've been there several times.
Oh, really? Oh, for hockey?
Yeah.
Quebec is super clean.
It's
And like, yeah,
What? What's that?
Quebec.
it's so clean there.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
The first time I went there was for a hockey World Cup when I was 12.
Wow.
We were playing the Pee Wee World Cup.
Pee-wee?
Pee Wee. These are the little kids from
Okay.
Switch. About 10 to 12 or something. And then I went to the same tournament but as coach.
Oh,
It was
that's
amazing.
really cool.
It was amazing.
Full circle.
Yeah.
Upgrade.
Yeah.
Where are you guys from?
We're from the United States. I'm from Oregon. He's from Wisconsin. Yeah, so I'm Chelsea. Hi.
Gabriel.
Nice to meet you.
Kevin.
I've been here
Kevin.
for like
And
2
Chelsea.
months. Yeah.
You're a couple?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're almost here for 3 months now because we're leaving April 11th.
Oh,
And we were here just like working on our health and making awesome connections.
nice.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna go back to the US. Throw it
It's
all away.
tasty.
Burgers and chips.
I was just saying, I'm so excited for a milkshake.
Yeah. It brings all the boys to the yard.
It does.
Chelsea's does.
Where do you live?
Well, when we go back, we're going to Florida. Kevin has a house there, and his family's going to meet us there for Easter. And then he's coming back, and I might come back. I don't know.
Nice.
This is a butt massage.
My favorite kind of massage.
Where did I didn't live there? No.
That was my introduction.
Cool. ¿Tú y yo? Una breve presentación. Para
Tengo 3 semanas trabajando con el grupo.
Yeah.
Nos conocimos por internet y ahora trato de trabajar mi cuerpo y mi salud emocional.
Voy a fotografiar la ceremonia también.
Ah, qué padre.
Sí.
La más reciente.
Sí.
Padre. How cool?
¿Ah?
¿Qué padre?
Qué padre. Sí. And padre means father. That
Yeah, right.
is weird,
Yeah.
right? In Mexico, qué padre is cool,
Mm-hmm.
but it's also father, so weird.
Mexico.
What's father? It's a translation of that.
Patriarchal.
In Mexico don't say que padre,
Don't
you
say
say que chingón.
Chingón.
Que chingón.
Kitchen gun?
Que chingón is like it's awesome.
Mm.
So don't say que padre?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're sort of equivalent.
Yeah.
Oh.
Que padre is actually more old-fashioned,
Yeah,
or
exactly.
not as slang, not as informal.
Oh, okay.
And
Chingón is swearing. It's a bad word.
Oh. Like,
But everybody uses it, so.
Yeah.
It's like damn, like it's barely bad.
Like what?
Damn.
Damn.
Yeah.
You can use chingon, you can use chido. I'm sure you've heard chido.
And chipadre, but I don't.
It's equivalent, no, because the kepadre is more, a little more formal, so to speak. Like que bien, oh, that's good. Yeah.
Kevin, I'm 35, I'm from the US. I crew on luxury yachts as a career.
What's that?
I crew on luxury yachts, so I'm like second in command to the captain on
okay.
big fancy white boats.
Nice. I used to be a salesman for boats
Oh,
and yachts
Amazing. Where?
in a lake nearby called Valle de Bravo.
Okay.
It's like a weekend getaway, very common around Mexico City.
Gotcha. Is that
But
where the
they-
boat tie-ups are?
Pardon?
Is that where the boats tie up and they party?
Yeah, small, not really, like more like skiing
Oh, okay.
and fishing boats.
Yeah.
But the headquarters were here in Mexico City. Very oddly, the Americans were like, "How come the headquarters of the boat company are here?"
Okay.
Sorry, I interrupted.
No
So
problem.
you were saying?
Yes,
He just learned something new.
I'm taking a break from my career right now because I just did 6.5 years on my last boat. So I'm just taking a break to work on myself and to find myself and to be able to talk about myself and to just be the best version of myself. And that's how I met Oscar, and that's how this group formed, was because I wanted fitness as part of my weekly routine, and Oscar put a plan together. So we've been working out here for 2 months, twice a week, and I've met so many friends, just amazing people.
Weird.
Yeah.
Did you say weird people?
Well,
Weird's the best kind of people.
weird in a good way.
Great.
But I'm gearing up for the next chapter in my life, which is marriage to Chelsea and working on a new boat, probably.
Working on a boat?
Yeah, we want to work for fun or to learn or to travel, and I think we're kind of back in that fun and travel and learning. We're gonna get all of them on our next boat. So we're gonna try to get on a boat that does Alaska for the summer season. It looks like something I just want to do for free or get paid for. So we're gonna be very intentional about that and everything that we do.
It's a booming industry, isn't it?
Booming industry,
The yacht.
especially with an economy like this, where the rich people are as rich as they're ever gonna be.
Yeah.
So I'm just very thankful and grateful, and I feel like I'm gonna approach life with a whole new approach from now. It's amazing.
Nice.
Thanks.
Nice to meet you. Bonjour.
So, Oscar. I'm just a guy here, a vessel of what we all learn together and we create as a group, as a team, as a community team. And today was great to talk about anger. So I don't know, what did you took away from today's session specifically about anger? If you can maybe use 30 seconds of what you took from this session, it would be great. And we can keep it on later. You can say.
I'm not a very angry person, but I realized what two things that make me angry are what Gabrielle said. One is like someone not honoring an agreement, and two is when I'm not fully heard. Sometimes it takes me a minute to get my point across, but then the other person feels like they need to step in and they're not active listening, and that makes me freeze and shut down. So those are the two things that draw out anger in me.
Thanks. Muchas gracias.
Que hay maneras de canalizar la ira. Sí. visualizando,
Visualizing.
respirando
Breathing.
y ocupando tu mente en otra cosa.
Letting your mind do something else.
No. Aprendizaje de lo que dices, aprendizaje. Darle ritmo, controlar nuestro cuerpo, nuestra emoción, no lo sé, pero nuestro cuerpo sí.
Something I already knew, but it's good for me to rethink about it and focus on it for a little while. Is that like angry is like the safest emotion for me, better more than sad or like
Wow.
yeah. So I hop from if like something makes me sad, then I go straight to anger or there was another
Kind of like a
emotion.
bypass.
Yeah. Fear. I do that with fear as well. So it's good for me to focus on that and try to remember it.
Great. Thanks.
That it's that you always have to make an effort. So not let yourself be carried away by anger, and you can do these exercises and you can breathe better. I learned techniques. And I learned that it takes effort. And as Kevin and as John, as Chelsea said, I agree with what they said. I also took I think it's very brave to admit that anger is your safest. I think I identify with that as well. It's kind of a paradox. That anger, you feel safe with. Yeah, because it's like a mask, like cover up.
It's
For
really
other-
vulnerable to be sad in front of people.
Yeah, absolutely. So I learned from each, from all of you, breathe 1.5 hours. So gracias.
Thank you.
Well studied a todos ustedes. Chelsea, John, Kevin, and Oscar. Wow,
Yeah.
I learned.
that will take me time.
So,
You have to teach us to achieve that someday.
Today's the day.
today.
You got time?
So,
I know.
thank you all. Anger is one of the most important subjects in communities and societies. Because I do agree it's a kind of like quote unquote natural emotion that we all have. But what we spoke about is the symptoms of anger. How do we feel in the body? We talked about where does anger usually come from. We spoke about childhood, obviously is a big part of how we learn to manage anger, to feel anger. But then we build triggers surrounding uncomfortability, fear. What else?
Frustration.
Pain, frustration, sadness. And we cannot do a bypassing of all of those into an emotional, bigger reaction that's called anger. Right? And it obfuscates our minds, right? We stop thinking as we normally do. We stop feeling as we normally do. Our alert system activates and our body starts saying, oh, danger, stranger danger, danger, fight, flight, or freeze. Or all of them at the same time. So our mind, our brain is also automatized to react with some kind of patterns. The triggers, the patterns are triggered, and then our brain and our mind directly goes to a reaction, not an action. We react. How do we react? Shouting, crying, what else? shutting off, silent treatment. What else?
Silent what?
Treatment.
Like when you just stop talking,
Ah,
you
okay,
just like
okay.
kind of shut down, quiet.
What else? We fight, we flight, we fear, we have a lot of reactions with anger.
Yeah.
So that's why I was asking, when you get angry, what to do, but it's even better to think how not to feel angry. You can feel sad, but you don't necessarily have to be angry. You can feel frustrated, but you don't necessarily have to be angry. See? But we always tend to put into anger everything. Fear, sadness.
Or we don't have to punish ourselves, which is why I end up doing quite often. Like the reaction when I get too angry ends up hurting my relation, even me more than the other people. It's like one of the worst kind of self-sabotage.
Self-sabotage. And then comes the self-toxic talk. Oh, you're an asshole. Why did you get angry? You get angry about being angry.
Yeah.
So when you start talking to yourself shitty. So that's why we did this brief exercise, telling myself, I love you, I respect you, I value you. Chill. Right? And then we felt what we feel with anger with these exercises. Small moving exercises, but we start feeling the burning in the body, we start feeling the air, we start feeling our mind, right? And then we practice breathing, we practice consciousness. So before we get angry, we eliminate that component of anger. See what I mean? I'm not saying don't get mad. Don't repress, but don't react. Be conscious about when you're getting angry and what do you do when you're angry. And then if it's affect you and the other person, we might need to stop.
And it makes sense to be angry because sometimes it doesn't make any sense.
Sometimes it doesn't make sense. Sometimes it does.
All the time it doesn't.
Sometimes it doesn't. We do need to get angry, but we need to choose them correctly. We need to focus and see: is this really something to be angry about?
Worth it.
Is it really worth it for me to get out of my peace, calm, tranquility, mood, whatever? Is it worthy for me to put myself, because we also talk that mostly we are the ones that get angry at people because people do not do what we want. So do I really need that?
Yeah.
That's a great question to ask at the first symptom of anger. Do I really need this? The first symptom, and now think, what's your first symptom of anger? Right?
Yeah.
And we put just one little question: is it worth it? Before because when we're angry, it's tougher and harder to stop it. Do you agree?
Yeah.
When we're already angry, it's harder to stop anger. So we might try a step before, a few seconds before we get angry.
Yeah.
There's what we really need to work out at this moment. And then try and figure out if anger is needed. We'll talk about it out the session. Keep tuned. Alright?
Follow me on Instagram,
Follow
Twitter.
me Instagram, whatever.
Next time.
Yeah, we have. Say hi to all our friends in YouTube. Thank you.